Good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and today, as promised, we're going to go take a look at the new premium housing for Erebor. We are currently in the broker's office in Bree, and it's getting a little crowded in here. If they're really going to create this broker's office, they need to make it big enough for all these poor NPCs. Can you just imagine how hot it gets in here? Alright, so we want to talk to this fella here, Erebor Housing Broker. Hello, Garthy.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
Oh, and he even has a quest for us. We get to go... Greetings, High Elf. Have you heard of the news? My brethren Erebor have reclaimed the last of golden hoards left by Smog the Terrible. After much toil, the great hall has been restored to its former glory. In honor of this momentous time, King Thorin III has commanded us to open its doors to all who might share in its beauty. While the greatest of its treasures have been removed for safekeeping, the gold remains as a reminder of our past. Okay. Alright. So, purchase a house. We don't want to purchase one per se, but we do want to go look at them. So, it looks like we have quite a few neighborhoods we can look at, and we want one that's got everything open. So this one does not have any stately houses open. Looking at for one that doesn't have any zeros in it. Well, it looks like those stately houses sold out quick. Well, here, Zarna's Sod has 12 standard houses, 1 stately house, 6 deluxe houses, and 1 kinship house. So it has all the things. And I do believe that's where we're going to start. Alright, so. And I have no idea where any of these places are, so we're just going to end up at a random spot. Although if I guess by price, the 300 mithril ones are small houses. So we're going to start at 1 Wormhorde Bridge. And we want to tour the house. Okay. Here we go. You have entered a housing neighborhood. The housings here can be or already have been purchased by players or kinships. The neighborhood has vendors offering various wares, including items to decorate houses, as well as Vault Keeper. If you own a house in this neighborhood, you will receive a discount from vendors there. Turn around and take a quick look around. Now, I've caught peeks of this as Louis ran through it, and it is green. I don't know why LOTRO likes the color green so much, but it seems like the tackier, the better. But it's very green. And if you look down there, there's like piles and piles and piles and piles of gold. We'll go look down there in a minute. Alright, so this is a standard house. And I just got a note. You see a small dwelling that could be cozy with the right decorations. Okay. And we don't have enough writ or mithril to buy anything, but we want to look at... Wow, that's a big courtyard. Well, the color aside, you go into the interior and immediately met with a giant courtyard, and this is a standard house. Well then. Huge entranceway. Jesus, it's tall. And they show you a man housing as the placeholder as you wait to go through. So the room has 2 doors. It's one room. Okay, so we have one main hallway with a room on either side that is got 2 doors. And then we go further down. We have another room. Looks like we have another room on either side. Although this room is much smaller because of the stairs cutting into it. Ooh, that was some lag. And a nice room back here. And we have a staircase. So let's go up and see what's upstairs. For a what's supposed to be a standard house, it's pretty big. And we have one big, gigantic room with sunken floor in the center. Yeah, this would be a nice room for a big meeting room or something. Maybe the master bedroom. And let's see what we got. It does, oh wait, 105 interior decoration hooks, 10 interior lighting hooks, 38 exterior hooks with access to shared housing storage. All right. So once again, premium houses don't have their own housing storage, but if you have a house in a regular neighborhood, they share the storage with it. It is a big yard. I like the fences. Got wrought iron fence. Okay. So, we have seen a standard house. I'm assuming what's across the way is another standard house. At least that would be my guess. Oh, and they... Okay. So we can ride our horses in here. I think I would rather not risk it, though, because my luck... I'll fall. This one is... another standard house. Okay, so I was right. Across the way is another standard house. Let's see if it looks... pretty much the same. Although this, I don't know, for some reason this yard seems a little bit bigger. And okay. So that was the standard house. Now, there is a standard deluxe house, and there's one in each neighborhood. And I imagine those are going to go pretty fast. You know what? We'll take the risk of falling off our horse. Because this is a huge housing neighborhood. Although, honestly, I kind of like the way Thorn's Hall housing is set out a little better. It just seems less like a big, giant rectangle. What's that one? That looks like another standard. Yep. So your standard houses are 300 mithril, or how much in writs? Or 12 writs. Upkeep is a gold a week, unless you're VIP, and then upkeep is waived. Oh, here's a set of stairs down. And the swimmable gold, because of course dwarves have gigantic, ginormous piles of gold to swim in. Well, at the very least, it sounds like you're swimming in a pile of gold. But I can almost guarantee this is not realistic. Gold is heavy. You wouldn't just be casually swimming through it. So sorry. It's pretty, though. I'm sure some people will find it incredibly fun. Good for a few screenshots. Definitely good for more than a few laughs, because you can jump into it like you're jumping into water. Alright. So what's this one? I think, no, we didn't look at this one. I like the crystals lighting the entrance. 300, another standard house. And they do seem to be pretty much all the same on the interior. We'll check out another one just to make sure I'm right about that. But so, right off the bat, it's definitely very dwarven. It's also definitely very green. We'll go in this one and see if it's the same. Excuse me. Alright, so, interior-wise, yeah, it is pretty much exactly the same as the other one. Okay. Alright, it's pretty much the same as the first one we went into. I don't know if I'm in a dwarven house, though, or leprechaun's house. It does have a bit of a Celtic flair. And like I said, it's very green. I much prefer the Rohan housing. If we have time when we're done, we'll go take a look at Rohan housing. I like it a lot better than this. Although, if they change the color inside here from this green to anything else, well, okay. I better not say anything else, because it might end up being fuchsia or purple or something equally tacky. Something along a white or cream, or maybe a light stone gray. I think this would be a much bigger sell for me than this green color. See, this is Wormhorde Bridge. I think perhaps all the housing on this level is going to be this Standard housing? I'm looking for specifically the okay, so we have this is called an elevator or a lift to get up to the next levels. We are, I'm not sure what level we're on, but we can go up to the causeway overlook in the upper courtyard. I could swear that if you had this this special standard house is supposed to be somewhere. And I would think it'd be on the same level as the other standard houses. Oh, it's not. Well, it's a special base premium house. Okay. And this goes upstairs. Okay, let's go up. See what we have up here. Maybe that special house is on the level up. Well, if nothing else, we'll get to look at some more houses, right? Oh, boy. Okay, what's this? Supplies. I don't know, but this is pretty. They even have farmlands. Double check. There's a mountain, right? Okay, we don't need to be looking up my horses behind. You pass an unusual garden and see an even more unusual home. Uh-huh. I bet you this is the one I've been looking for. No, this is a stately home. So this, I believe, wait, what? Says it's a stately home. I want to say this is the house we're looking for. This is the special base premium house. And this one is quite different from anything in the game. Look at all these crystals. Can you swim in here? You can actually swim in here. Oh good, you get your own crystal encrusted swimming pool. Of course, but now can I get out of here? That's the big question. I didn't think about that. Oh, that would be hilarious if I can't get out. Okay, we can get out. Maybe. Okay, so you can go swimming in it, but it is a pain to get in and out of it. Alright, so let's look inside this house. So pretty much looks the same on the inside. Huh. Well, that's kind of disappointing. Okay. Yeah, I would have expected all of the house to look like this. So it's a little different. Boy, this would be a special room, right? Yeah, I would have thought that more of the rooms would have had that aesthetic there. But it's different. It's definitely the most different thing I've seen in housing in this game. Oh. And there's another room like that here. So it has a little extra space in it too. Good to know. Alright, so that is the special base premium house. And like I said, there's only one of these in each neighborhood. So if you wanted something like this, you definitely want to make sure you snatch it up. And it probably will get snatched up. Although it is 600 mithril, so let's do a little math. And go to the LOTRO store. And how much does mithril cost? How much do writs cost? Premium housing writs are 250 LOTRO points each. Ouch. And I'm guessing it takes at least 20 to buy this. So it'd be like 5,000 LOTRO points. Alright, mithril. Mithril coins, we would need, when I said 600 of them. So you would have to get two of these packs, plus this pack to have just enough. So you would need 4,850 LOTRO points. So let's say you're looking at a good 5,000 LOTRO points either way to buy one of these houses. And how much money do LOTRO points cost? Let's look again. So you could get a 4,100 pack, or you could get an 8,850 pack. Of course, they don't have a 5,000 pack, because that would make sense. So you could... Yeah, see, this is the problem. I really, really, really wish they'd round these numbers up, because this in between is BS. And I cannot see how much that is, because again, green. $34.99 for 4,100. Plus another $19.99 for 1950. So yeah, you're looking at $50 for housing. Ouch. This is why I usually just use my LOTRO points I get for being VIP. Because even I'm sitting here going, at the actual... Oh, there's a crafting and vending hall here. The Winding Hall is host to a number of town services. I like this. Oh, look at this little setting. Got a big stone coffee table and benches on either side, I guess. Bookcases look nice. I'll take a few of those in my house. And of course you have a mini swimming pool. And got a supplier. A study. workbench, mailbox. I think that's the way we came in. But there's a stair. So where does the stair go? Oh, it goes up to the next level. Alright. So what do we have here? I think this is the same place we went to? No, we're up a little further. I'm pretty sure we're up a little further. Ironfoot Gardens. No, I think... Okay, so this is the house that we just looked at. Boy, this would take some getting used to. That's for sure. Alright, so we're going up. Up, up, up. Yep, dwarves like their stairs. Court of Games. Oh. We found the Great Causeway stretch to the north leading to the Kinship Hall. And here's the giant checker / chessboard. So if you had enough people, you could set up your own live version of chess or checkers. And there's plenty of seating for spectators. As fun as that sounds, I don't think it's going to be very popular. There's not a lot of... I don't think there's enough people on the servers to want to do anything like that. These houses definitely need a little more lighting. Okay, what's this? You see an impressive home with multiple yards. And this is a deluxe house. The deluxe house actually costs less than that crystal encrusted house did. Okay. Alright, so here we have... This is a big yard. I thought the other yard was big. This is a big, huge yard. Alright. And this is Oakenshield Way. Now this makes a little more sense to have 2 doors, because it's technically 2 chambers. Still, And again, this one doesn't, so. Alright. Got another big room, biggish room. And I'm guessing the center portion is going to be like the Rohan housing, where you can put in a fire pit or some other special item. Oh, we have an upstairs and a downstairs here. Alright, so let's go upstairs first. And upstairs we have another big gigantic room. And another room off of that. And another doorway, which leads to what appears to be an upper balcony. We're not going to jump around here because you could fall off. We don't really want to fall off. So it's a nice upper level view of everything. And from here, I think we can see where that fancy house is. So how many decorating hooks does this one have anyway? Won't let me look. Maybe once I'm inside I can look. House offers 183 interior decorating hooks, 18 interior lighting hooks, 63 exterior hooks with access to shared housing storage. So yeah, quite a bit of decorating hooks in this one. At least it would seem so at first glance, but I guarantee they need to either do away with the housing hooks and just let us free place items, or add more hooks. And here we are, another level. We're downstairs. We have, it looks like a room on either side. I'm guessing this one's going to be exactly the same. It is. And then another doorway. And where are we? This is another balcony / yard. I think it is. Yeah. All right, so this thing has three yards. These stairs just go up and up and up and up and up and up. Alright, so you have a staircase down to your lower level that, like, takes forever. Alright, so this is the deluxe house, and honestly, if you're actually going to pay more for that crystal encrusted house than you would for this, I would recommend just getting this instead. It costs less, and you have a lot more space. Now, where we headed? I have no idea where we're headed. Okay, so that's where, I believe that's where that was. So I think we have to go that way. And I'm pretty sure these are all going to be deluxe houses. It looks like they put houses by level. If I'm right. Instead of mixing them in together, they have kind of grouped them together by level. So on the very lower level, you have your small houses. Here you have your medium house. And now we're looking for a kinship house, which I would assume we'll recognize if we see it. Because usually that's the way with a kinship house. You recognize it as being a kinship house. You discover a magnificent estate rife with possibility. Well, if the quest wasn't telling me, I would have already recognized it by the staircase going up. And how much is this bad boy? 1,000 mithril or 40 writs. Holy cow. Holy cow. That's expensive. Alright, what are you getting for your boatload of money? Yeah, they definitely created this housing for whales. Okay, so we have a big, gigantic courtyard with our own personal swimming pools. Good lord, we could spend a half hour just exploring the exterior of this place. Holy cow. Yeah, that green's gotta go. Come on, at least make it a tan or stone color. What's this? Giant fountain? It's empty. Where's the water here? Okay, this is impressive. This is just the exterior. This is impressive. While we're here, can we see how many? Okay, so we can have 183 interior decorations, 20 interior lighting hooks, 78 exterior hooks with access to shared housing storage. It seems like you would have a lot more than that, because that's about how many hooks you had in the deluxe houses. Ooh. Okay. For me, this is a selling point. Big garden. Look at this. Yeah, this right here is worth more than any swimming pool filled with gold coins. In fact, if they added green spaces like this to Thorn Hall housing, I would actually like the Thorn Hall housing a lot better. Alright, so we've looked at that, and let's go inside and see what we got. Okay, so, little bitty room. I'm assuming it's going to duplicate on this side, because it seems to be that's the case. I guess this is your closet. Interesting. This definitely has some interestingly shaped rooms. Oh, look. A little room for speeches or a band. What's in here? Oh, a staircase going down. Alright. We're standing in front of it anyway, so might as well. Okay, we got big room. We got another one of these little closet-looking spaces. And let me get my orientation here. Oh, there's more rooms behind the stairs. This is almost like a maze. I mean, it's pretty big. Alright, and what do we see when we come out here? I have another... I'm assuming this is still part of the interior of this kinship house? That must be. Because, I don't see any stairs here. Just a drop. We don't want to drop down. We'd like to stay in here and... Oh, we can, ride our horse in exterior spaces. That's always a good thing. Yeah, no stairs here. Alright, so I guess this is your lower level courtyard. I think that's what I'm going to call it, the lower level courtyard. It's probably accurate. Alright, so we've seen all of this. Now we're going to go back up. This would be a good time to have a hunter. That speed boost would be nice. Okay. This is interesting. It's got all sorts of greenery around the top edge. And a lot more lighting. Oh, because there's a big, huge sky window up there. Which is why there's also plants up there. Because they're getting light. Okay, if the whole house was lit this brightly and had greenery, as a matter of fact, give me this as a standard house. Just this right here. And I would be perfectly happy. Alright, let's see what's outside upstairs. And we have a small courtyard up here, which should also be the highest level we can look out upon. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's very far down. So, wow. That's pretty impressive. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty impressive. I don't know if it's worth like the $60 or $70 you would have to spend to buy mithril or housing writs. But this is pretty impressive. Alright, so that is, we've looked at all the different versions of housing. And when we return, if we have time, we'll go take a quick look at Rohan housing. Okay, so we're back. And as you can see, we're not in Erebor anymore. We're going to take a quick minute to take a look at a little bit of Rohan housing. And this is the Rohan housing outside of Edoras. So we have a deluxe house here. And it's dark. Of course, I think this is the downstairs of it. It also hasn't been decorated yet. So, don't mind the mess. Actually, is this a deluxe? I can't remember. Okay, so you got little outbuildings and all sorts of cute little things in this. But, like I said, it hasn't been decorated yet. So, forgive the mess. Got a little tiny corral for horses, for cattle. You have a well, which you can't jump into. More stables. I really like this area because it's very beautiful. We're going to get on our horse. Actually, I'm pretty sure this might be a small one. Small homestead here. I cannot remember. Look at that windmill. Isn't that beautiful? There's someone else's housing. And they've definitely decorated a little better than I have. Wait, is it? Where are we? Oh, I know where we are. This is not just housing. This is a ken hall. This is a mead hall. And yes, this is my mead hall. And wow, I guess I've not been in here in a while. Oh, look. I put a poinsettia Yule tree here. And these are... I can't remember where I got those from. And like I said, they need to put more hooks because I've actually filled all the hooks in this area, but it still looks incredibly empty. It needs more hooks. Lots more hooks. Go up here. And this, like I said, once again, I've used all the hooks up here and it still looks incredibly empty. They need to double the hooks here so that we can actually place items. And of course you got your pantry area. Dishes, pots and pans, because this whole upstairs is the kitchen. Foods. The crock pot a friend of mine made for me. Thank you so much. I didn't even know that was a thing until I saw it in one of his houses. And of course, more pantry space. So yeah, I've got a whole kitchen up here. Which you know it's quite hot up here, right? But you're in Rohan, so you want a warm space. And more rooms. So if I had to say Dear Standing Stone Games anything, it would be this. Dear Standing Stone Games, please give us a lot more housing hooks, especially for big places like the mead halls, because we don't have nearly enough and the place ends up looking so empty. Either that or just give us free reign to place whatever we want in our houses. Like New World. We can place whatever we want wherever we want in those houses. So, yes, please, please, please do something to update housing so that it's a lot more useful. Thank you. But yeah. This is a mead hall. And like I said, it is specifically my mead hall. Obviously, it's not Medriel's mead hall. Oh, the hedgehog burrow. Hold on. Let's see if we can't wake up the hedgehog. Look at them. Oliver and Olivia. They're so cute. And they live in this little burrow that looks like a little hobbit hole. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. And the beehive, which we can actually use to get a couple of drops of fine clover honey. And we even have decorations that are butterflies. Don't ask, but I have a couple of them. Not one of my favorite horses, but I did get one, so I put it out here. This comes from the Halloween Festival, and you get a chance at getting it in the chest inside the Haunted Burrow, the one that you can raid once every 24 hours. So obviously one of my characters did get one. The treasure-laden horse comes from the treasure hunt event. Steed of Rivendell, well, you've seen me ride that plenty of times. I bought that in the shop years ago. And the only reason I bought it was that it wasn't bound to a character. Any character I ever make on this account ever again will get one of those. So, Rohan housing is still heads and shoulders better than Erebor housing, but Erebor housing was very nice. I won't lie. It was very nice. It was very interesting. And I'm hoping they'll tweak it. Like I said, that green is awful, but enough said. So, we're going to stop for today, and next time we're going to go back to the angle of Mythithil. Mythithil. At least that's how Cordovan pronounced it. Mythithil. There we go, Mythithil. Thank you, Cordovan, for saying that, because I had no clue how to pronounce it. Until next time, bye for now.